You know, when I talk about food plots, you know, most of us look at it as an attractant. In some states, we can't pour corn on the ground or powders on the ground, which you guys, you know, have different deer attractants. So we got to use stuff we can grow out of the ground. And we look at that and I say, oh, here's my attractant. But I also look at, in the last 7 years that Larry and I have been putting Whitetail Institute product in the ground, the improvement in the quality of our deer is incredible. 2 weeks ago, a deer I've hunted for 5 or 6 years called the beer can buck walked in front of my stand and dropped this. I cannot get my hands around that. That's over 7 inches. Now these are not pinned up deer, free-ranging deer. And the picket fence deer that you guys have used in some of your articles came from this same farm. And the quality of deer, and it's got to be nutritional value that's doing this.
Yeah, it is. It's something that, you know, I mean, that's world class wherever you are, the kind of mass. And I mean, you know, there's just a lot of nutrition that goes into growing these things. You mentioned something earlier, you know, there's 3 things going to affect how big these are. Number 1 is the genetics, which we can't really control in a wild, free-ranging herd. Number 2, we can control, that's age. Preferably, we hope to get the deer to 4, 5, 6, 7 years old if we can. If we can get them that age and feed them good all the way along the way, you got an opportunity to produce world-class deer. And again, in Illinois or Iowa, some of those Midwestern states, you come to Alabama, you know, if you're looking for a 170-inch deer, you know, you're probably gonna be here a while. We don't generally, we grow a few of those, don't get me wrong, but those are rare. But what you can do with your property by improving the nutrition that's available to the animals that live on it, you can have the best deer in the vicinity, in your neighborhood, if you will. In other words, if 160 class deer is average in your area, we can bump that up to 170, 180, hopefully. In Alabama, average deer, whatever, 110, 120, we hope that we can get them to 130, 140. I mean, and this is one of the most amazing things there is. It's the fastest growing tissue in the animal world. And you can imagine something like this is grown in a matter of, you know, 180, 200 days. I mean, some of you ought to be able to just sit there and watch it grow, but that's a whole lot of bone. And this a hardened antler like this is 45% protein, 55% mineral. As it starts to grow out of the head in the spring, what's not blood and water, but as it starts to grow, is 80% protein. Now, why do I say that? As a rule, research has shown deer need about 16 to 18% protein, average protein, in their diet each day during the antler growing process to have an opportunity to express their full genetic potential. For example, Imperial Whitetail Clover can provide up to 35% protein. It's one of the first things to green up in the spring. They're going to be wearing it out in the spring, and that's going to translate into bigger antlers to follow in fall. So by providing a high protein food source in the spring and summer months, not only are you helping bucks grow better quality antlers, but also the does are in the 3rd trimester of pregnancy when most of the fetal growth occurs. Plus a higher protein diet will help her produce more milk for her fawn, which is going to help that fawn get off to a faster start. And again, the fawns are going to be the deer that we're hunting 4, 5, 6 years from now.
Before you spend your hard-earned money on one of those bargain tripods, ask yourself whether the tripod you're considering is lightweight and easy to carry. Does it require a noisy assembly in the field that will spook game? Does it have heavy gauge galvanized steel legs? Does it have a 400-pound weight capacity? Does it come in 4 heights that range from 10 to 16 feet? Does it have a removable shooting rail that allows you to hunt with rifle and bow? Does it have a completely silent 360-degree swivel seat? Does it have a 5-year warranty? If you're spending less on one of those bargain tripods, you're probably getting less. Why not do it right the first time? Visit backcountryjournal.com today to learn more. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about the lightest, most portable, highest quality hunting tripod you're ever going to find. Let's start from the very beginning. When your tripod arrives via UPS at your doorstep, here's what it looks like. Once you've unboxed everything, there is some very minor initial assembly required. First, you attach the legs to the footrest, and then you attach the rails to the chair. And then you attach the chair assembly to the leg assembly, and you're ready to go hunting. Here's the tripod with the chair detached from the legs in the 5-foot bed of my Dodge Dakota quad cab. Now if you're older and heavier like myself, you'll probably want the optional double steps. That's a step on each side. But if you're young and agile like Brody here, you probably won't need the double steps. Brody is on a double step tripod, but he's showing how you would climb a tripod with alternating steps. Here we see Brody using the rifle rail. And in this shot, Brody has removed the rifle rail so the chair can be used for archery hunting. And here's Brody fishing out of it. It's probably going to be a while. Good thing he brought a sandwich with him. So let's recap, shall we? Before you spend your hard-earned money on one of those bargain tripods, ask yourself if the tripod is lightweight and easy to carry. Does it require noisy, game-spooking assembly in the field? Does it feature heavy-gauge galvanized steel legs? Does it have a 400-pound weight capacity? Is it available in 10-foot and 11-foot 6 heights? Does it have a removable shooting rail for gun or archery hunting? Is it completely silent with a 360-degree swivel seat? Does it feature a 5-year warranty? If you're spending less on a bargain tripod, you're probably getting less. Why not do it right the first time?